Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's take a look at BTC. Nice little flag last night that right before it was about to break out, they went and stop hunted. And that's what happens on these slow volume days. You do not get the follow through. But the good thing is there's some good news about this move. The last two times we got above the 200 moving average away from the 21, we came right back, right back, right back. Even this was a nice flag. Here they did ruin the flag, but there is some consolidation. There's a bit of good news. And Bitcoin is holding 89.9. We went up to almost 91,000 last night, 90,945 there on a nice spike. Look, they whipped it down, they whipped it up. They made a bit of a diamond pattern there. Let's take a look at the daily setup and see what's happening for the month ahead, the week ahead, and what's coming up for this weekly candle close. Shout out to all my beautiful people out here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. We love you. We appreciate you. We thank you so much for being a part of the Crypto Lifer live stream and for showing up every single day tirelessly. We have the best community in the game. As far as I'm concerned, the most consistent group of people ever because, hey, we've been consistent, so you get what you give. So we have a consistent group of people here every single day. Shout out to Reliable J. Shout out to everybody in the game. Rave Song Records. All my awesome people here. Gibbles. Doolin Dalton. Louis Salvare. My man, JJMG. And I am Nerd 20. We love you, man. Let's go Niners. Big game tonight. Yeah. I'm a Niners fan since day one. Montana, baby. Steve Young. Let's go. I like McCaffrey, my Irish brother. I love my Patriots. Don't get me wrong. It's Patriots at the end of the day. We're playing the Niners. But if I had another team that I'd like to see win, I like that gold and red, baby. Shout out to the San Francisco 49ers tonight. It's going to be a big night, right? They're going to play the Seattle Seahawks, right? I think. Am I right? Maybe I'm wrong. Might be different. I think it's the Seahawks tonight. I don't know. Big game, though. So, swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. Hidden bullish divergence on the monthly. Suggest that you will break this high before you break this low. We thought this would be a tweezer bottom, but it ended up turning green. Now we have one here. Very small green price action here, though, on the wick. I would have liked that to be a little deeper of a wick. It is a wick, though. It is tweezer bottom, and you do have support at 87,000 now for Bitcoin. So now Bitcoin has support at 87,000. Again, the monthly candle has to close to solidify that. But that's the beginning stages. And look, these two candles did close. And so you do have support at 86,000 on the 2-week chart. Whenever the 2 week is below the dotted line and the fear and greed got to 10 and 11, it has always been a great buy for me. So that 84,000, 84 last time. This time it was 89. I don't think we ever got lower than, 81, 78.5, 78.9, like really 80K. But 80K was the bottom so far at that 10 and 11 area for BTC. And so, again, now we're looking at tweezer bottom, making a second tweezer bottom. This closes tomorrow night. So that's another dig in. And the 2 week chart shows hidden bullish divergence with the fib. Like you pull the fib and you also retrace to the 886. You're sitting above the 706 right now. It's a very key area on the Fibonacci you want to be paying attention to. Oversold stochastics. We've been dumping for months. Now we started dumping in October. So October, November, we had 3 months of dumpage. We went through 3 months of pain, everybody. And again, we could be making a bear flag that ends this horribly. So I'm still open-minded. Everyone wants to know exactly what's going to happen. I know how to take a shot. You don't have to be right to win in trading. You just have to execute at the right time. I started learning that one day. I was like, man, I don't have to be right. Like if I get in, like I don't know if it's going to go up or down or not. I don't have to be right whether it's going to go up or down, but I could get in long right now with a stop below these wicks. And if we pump up, I'm right? Everyone's going to say he nailed it. It's more about taking the right risks at the right time. That's what it's about. Like when you have high probability and you're like, you know what? Like this had so much time to dump and it hasn't yet. Why? Like what is it doing? And that's got to be weakness for the bulls, for the bears. Like say we came up and we pumped and then we consolidated for we pumped up and then we consolidated for like 4 weeks straight and just like tried to pump and like just couldn't. It would show weakness for the bulls. So the bears have shown some weakness because they've had all this time and they just can't seem to break key levels, right? So you gotta, and right here on the 5-day chart, which will come into play too on the weekly there, but that weekly resistance right here, at 85, 86,000. Has held now for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks coming up tomorrow night, 7 weeks. So that's a big deal to me. And see that fast move down? Usually you do make a fast move up. This could be a Bart Simpson. So I've seen hidden bullish many times. It's played out. I have more faith in it than anything else here. There's no other indicator that I'm more keen on than hidden bullish. I've made more money on hidden bullish than anything else in my life. That's what makes this channel different, right? Every channel's different, right? I know the pattern I've made the most money on in my life. Hidden bullish, you know? And so, yeah. I can teach anyone, even if you don't trade my style, I can teach you basically mental discipline to how to make your style better. You know what I mean? If you just kind of apply the things that I do every day to whatever you do, you're going to become successful. Very simple. Like, I have the blueprint for success. I give it every single day. I show it, I live it, I breathe it. It's just do what you love every single day to the best of your abilities and do it every day. Don't take days off. Okay? Stop taking days off. That's why you're losing. That's why you're not a winner. That's why you don't have what everyone that, you know, when you look up and you want something more than someone else, because you take days off. Don't take days off, man. Just keep pushing every single day, and don't get discouraged when things don't go your way. Okay? A lot of people start something, a business, an opportunity, and it doesn't go their way. They get a little, they get a little down. And that kind of, there's a bit of a double bottom going on here too on the 3-day chart. Let's move forward into the daily. Why so many time frames? Am I jumbled? What am I doing? No. I'm gaining probability by picking up clues from different time frames. Different time frames give me more information than the average person because I've watched them for such a long period of time. The same thing will happen to you. If you push and keep giving yourself the TA, your subconscious mind will know exactly when to do something and why. You won't really know why your subconscious mind is telling you to open a long, but you will open the long. You'll just go with the process. You'll flow with the way you're supposed to flow, right? So look, a bit of a double bottom here. We did break back to the upside. Last night's trade too got taken out on a stop, which stinks. But again, it's slow volume, it's like, why go hard on low volume? So possible, what I see is like a 3-day chart, like a long here with a stop below this wick, because they'll bring it up and down. They'll swing up. They can go after all the 100Xs, 50Xs, and it doesn't matter. All right. He says, how do I visualize hidden versus regular? It's very simple. Very simple. Regular divergence is here. You have swing down, you have swing up. That's regular divergence. Hidden comes with the hill, and it's an elongated move. Like this is hidden, swing up to swing up. It comes with this big hill, and it takes months to form. This just takes a couple weeks, a few weeks. This takes months. And look, then you have this long downtrend on the RSI and this uptrend. So that's bullish divergence is this little one. Hidden takes longer and includes a big hill. It includes a big pump, followed by a big dump, but an uptrend in price by a downtrend of the RSI. That is hidden bullish divergence. And when you pull the fib, you should be getting into the Fibonacci retracement. Wow, that's weird. Okay, I was on the, yeah. But when you pull the fib, it's, I'm hitting Control F, right? I don't know what happened. Is it Alt? Yeah, right. Hitting the wrong button. But when you pull the fib, see, you come down to the 618, so you should be come backing. I've seen this so much, I know exactly what to look for. Like, I long this. I don't even care what asset it is. I long this. I'll look for this around the world. Wherever I see this, I know there's opportunity for me, and I can get in with high probability that I'm getting near or close to the bottom. Doesn't really matter the asset. I'm just looking for this exact setup. RSI down, price up, and Fibonacci retracement. If I get that, I'm in there like swimwear. Okay? I know you just spit out your coffee. Shout out to everybody, man. But that's, So a little bit of a breakout. Could still be in a bear flag on the 5-day. Could still be in a bear flag on the weekly. I'm still not like, oh my gosh. Technically a trend line. We could say, hey, are we going to form something like this? An ascending triangle and fall, But I do like that we broke through the trend there on that 3-day. Let's take a look at the daily now. Let's get rid of that. I don't know what, yeah. Same thing with the daily. Seems to have double bottomed. It's caressing itself. And what's interesting is I see an Adam and Eve double bottom here. Mine is this crazy, weird spike price action, but I see an Adam and Eve double bottom. And so like I'm seeing hidden bullish in the bigger time frames. I'm seeing bullish engulfing candles. 8-hour time frame created one there as we got the move back to the upside. You can put that candle inside of that. We have been pumping on the 8-hour ever since. 8 hours green right now. Looks like it's going to pump up to the 200 moving average. 4-hour is above the 200. I like it. And this is the first time. Look, we hit it. We hit it. We hit it. This is the first time now we kind of hit it. Now we're hanging out. And that's what you need. You got to have the 4-hour doing its thing. Okay? You got to have the 4-hour doing its thing. So I think it's good to take a long on the 3-day chart right now, even though it's high risk, because most people probably won't be doing that. Right? So I'm looking for the 4-hour to stay above this key level. I'm looking for it to break back up in here to 92, 93,000. 94K is going to be the big deal. We break through 94K, my goodness. Anything can change. So I'm looking for the 4-hour to go sideways here, produce a flag, pull the 21, and that's going to be the trade. I believe we should be trading the 4-hour time frame. Watching the 1-hour go sideways as well. Watching the 15-minute go sideways. So I got it. I'm locked in right now. Bearish scenario. So the bullish scenario is the 1-hour makes a bull flag, and we continue. The 1-hour, the 4-hour make a bull flag. We continue to pump. The bearish scenario is somehow, some way, you squiggle down and you lose the 200 on the. I should switch to the 15, to the 15-minute moving average and come down. And actually, I like that 30. Yeah, you lose the 200 on the 30-minute. Hey, cutie. Who is this, huh? Say hi. Say hello.
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 Hello. Say hi. What's that? Is that, what car is that? Let's see if you can say it. What was that? What car is that for daddy? Vroom, vroom, vroom. And loud, and it makes a loud, right? Vroom, vroom, right? It makes loud.
Hello.
Say Lamborghini.
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini. Lamborghini.
Lamborghini.
Oh, you're so. She's already been in a Lamborghini. She's already been in a Lambo. You know what I mean? That first time I was in a Lambo was last year. Crazy, right? But that's generations, right? Generational wealth, man. Generational wealth. Hey. Get away from the wires there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. She goes underneath my desk, man, and I can't get her. Get out of there. Come on over here. So funny, man. I had so many good setups that I keep taking myself out of pulling the trigger on. I would mad about the levels and then get too nervous when the entry came. That happened to me for years. Don't worry, just keep showing up. You'll get over it. If you believe in yourself and you believe in progression, you'll be fine. You know? Trust me, man, you're going to make it if you believe you're going to make it. If you keep telling yourself you're not going to do it, then you won't. Your mind is everything. We got to keep saying we're going to become great traders. Somehow we're going to find a system. We're going to find a way. We're going to get better. We're going to do things we never thought possible. We can, we will, we are the best. You know? It's crazy. She's already, you know, set for life, man. My daughter, man. She don't even know it, man. She's already set. She's already set. Her daddy works too hard. She ain't got nothing to worry about. Her daddy's one of the hardest workers in the world. What does she have to worry about? So, yeah, I see sideways price action, and, you know, the flags are looking pretty good. The way price action is starting to kind of hang above key levels, I like it. I'd look for the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the 2 hour. I'd look for this flag here to form out in the next, I don't know, somewhere by 11 o'clock tonight, it says, yeah, for the move. Yeah, you have to show up. Yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. Yeah, wir kann nicht durch sprechen. Sprechen die Deutsch. Sprechen Sie Deutsch. Do you see Bitcoin testing 70,000? Right now, no. I don't. We'd have to break through this. We'd have to make a low below 81,000. We'd have to make a low below right here, 86. You can see there's key support now. All right. Fear kills more dreams than failure ever will. 100%. People are afraid to move. They don't do it, and they never accomplish their dreams. They think, hey, it's never going to happen for me, so why should I do it? And so they don't do it. You know what I mean? It's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. Follow me on X. I appreciate it. At CryptoLifa33, on our way to 41,000 followers. Pinch me, I'm dreaming. Thank you, dear Lord, for the 41,000 followers that I do have. It's amazing. Thank you to 104,000 followers. So combined, 144,000 followers on social media, man. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. And another 3,000 on Instagram. Well, blessings to be here. So I like this flag. And I could see more upside coming for Bitcoin. I do. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. So yeah, I could see, and we're also forming a bit of the model now on the, let's look at the 5-minute. If you're looking to scalp, the 5-minute is making a bit of a flag here, riding the 200 moving average, which I've seen many times play out for a bump. Be careful. The volume is still very low. They'll stop hunt everybody. Like the overall direction will play out, but they'll go after everyone. So just be careful. But this does suggest you could get a bit of a move here, even just to the right there, to 90,450 or 90,005. I'd look for the 4-hour to make the flag. I wouldn't stress anything else. I wouldn't put too much pressure on myself. Enjoy your last 2 days with your family. The key is the 4-hour just needs to stay above the 200 while the 21 crosses. That's all. Trust me, man. My system is stone cold amazing. I back tested it. This asset can't pump until the 21 touches it above the 200. It can maybe go on a short squeeze, but it'll have to come back down violently again. It can't go on a really natural, good, consolidative pump until it makes a nice sideways flag with that 21. Trust me. I back tested every asset in the world. This is just the facts. We haven't been nicely above the 200 since right here on October 27th. The last time we had this many 4-hour candles above the 200 was October 27th. The last time right there was Monday, the 29th of September. So look, we've gotten above it, but barely. But this is the first time we've closed like 4 or 5. See, here we closed 1, we were right below it. 1, 2, right below it. Here it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have not closed 6 4-hour candles above the 200 moving average since right here in October, bro. It's been 2 months since we've done this. It's a big deal. I don't think people realize. Pay attention. Focus. Everyone's jumping on the PEPE train. You see James Wynn running PEPE up on X, which is, hey, that's going to give PEPE some movement there, right? Now, what I do see is PEPE on the weekly looks interesting. I mean, it's the lowest it's ever been in a long time. 3 lower lows in a row, but oversold in the stochastics, curving up on all assets. It does look like PEPE could make the move. If PEPE moons back to the measured move, it's going to do about a 5x. That ain't bad, right? So please follow me on social media. I greatly appreciate that. I'm out there all the time. Instagram too. Oh yeah, I'm on Instagram as well if you want to check me out on there. See what's going on with the fan funding. Zcash coiling up for a decent move. Interesting. Well, if Bitcoin comes back for the vengeance, everything's going to rip. Yeah, and the full moon was last night, but we didn't really get the full moon pump last night. I sat underneath the full moon, taking it in, baby. So yeah, if you're thinking of trading, there's a nice scalp there on the 5-minute time frame for BTC. I like what I'm seeing there for Bitcoin. River is third for 3 consecutive days, rallying from 4 to 5, 15 bucks, man. Unbelievable. River, baby. Can you please look at Deep, my man? Deep Book Protocol and SWE. Funny, our oldies. Wow, they crushed Deep, huh? Remember when we got into Deep down here, rode it all the way up? I'm happy I sold all my Deep, man. I got out. I knew that the market wasn't looking healthy there. Man. Right before, on October 10th, I sold so many things. The day before, I know it doesn't make sense, but if you watch my stream that morning, I'm like, I just don't like it. I'm going to take some money off the table. That afternoon, I see the nastiest crash of my life. A lot of coins have never come back from that. October 10th was kind of like a black swan event. Let's be honest here. I've mentally never fully recovered, like wanting to get into alts. Just like if they're not substantial, I'm like, eh. Like before, I'd throw my money at anything just to speculate on it. Like not anything, but I'd speculate. I was very, I'd make big money on a Bitcoin trade. I'd speculate on an altcoin. I wouldn't put it all. I don't see the smart thing that I did is if I made 100 grand, I put 60 of it away. Then I played with 30 of it. I might have lost 30 playing around. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying I don't lose money. I do. I can be very speculative, but I make sure that I take the core piece out, put it in some real estate, put it in something that I can own that I can see, that I can taste, touch, that I can feel, touch. That's kind of the idea, right? But Deep Book did get a little bit of a move there, and it's a big move compared to how low it was. If you still believe in SWE and you believe in DeFi and you believe in Bitcoin, then, Deep Book will probably rip all the way back to 22 from 3 cents. There's a 7x there, right? It did technically break this trend line after, you can say, weeks of being subdued below it. Back above the 200 moving average on the 1 hour too with that flag. And again, everything's going to flag out. If Bitcoin flags out, everything's going to flag out. Remember too, everyone expects these this end of the year stuff, and we didn't get it. So we're kind of free now. It's the new year. Nobody cares. Shout out to John Shanks. Everyone needs an excuse as to why their asset didn't move. Amen. Are the alt gains worth the risk? Always. Exactly. Yeah, it's not dropping for y'all shorts. You're funny. I don't know who's shorting, but not like Black Swan, but it's a cycle that what it is. You cannot change. The sun goes, comes back, the plants, the human life. Also, Bitcoin cycle. The top was the 6. I don't believe so. Yeah. You guys read that. You guys all read that same quote by some dude on Reddit and believe you could just read whatever. I don't do that. I go one step, one day at a time. It could have been the top. We won't know, though, for sure until we go through the market. Smartest thing is to say that you don't know, but you're going to go through every day and just take it one step at a time. MYRO getting a pump. And it's fun. These are for people because they see the percentages. I think they get excited. 51%. You have to remember, these were at the bottom of their barrel. You could buy it in 10 days up 400%. It still would be at a very low area. It's not amazing. Wild at 5 cents. I mean, it bottomed at 4. But hey, buying these at the very bottom already panned out. But I'm a bottom all buyer. I'm a different breed, man. The truth of the matter is, too many people think this is the top. Then it won't be. Yeah, Turbo has the volume to PEPE out of here. Hey, I'm not giving up. You can't survive working a job anymore. The jobs will never pay you what you're worth or even keep up with real inflation. No. Because the guy who runs the company is trying to keep up with inflation. And so he's going to squeeze you as best he can to keep it moving. You're a cog in a wheel. You're part of the mission. My job is always, but trading is awesome. Yeah. Some crumps on crude irrational pumps. Or do all coins actually some develop structure also? They do develop structure. There's TA in everything. There really is. People don't realize that. There's TA in everything. This got above the 200 moving average. Look, it probably got above the 205 and it got a pump. See? You bought this when it crossed the 200 right there, 8 cents up to 9 cents. Yeah. Okay. So what's the deal? We're watching the 5-minute and we're watching the 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin. Make this flag. It could go on a bigger tear and pump to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for BTC. I'm poised and ready. If we go on a massive pump to the upside, I will make a boatload of money. If not, I'll take an L. So there you go. But I'm not going to sit there and not take a shot. So you do whatever makes you happy. I'm going to keep telling you that I believe this 2-week entry here is a good one with a stop below this wick or that wick. But you got to figure this stuff out for yourself. I'll show you the trade, but I can't make the trade for you or tell you what to do. But this would be the trade. Stop below the green wick right there. It's a 4-to-1 ratio with an entry right now. And be willing to hold. I'd be willing to hold it for 3-4 weeks. Maybe even longer, 6 weeks, maybe 8 weeks. It could take time, way longer than people think. Everyone wants fast money. They don't want patient money. Patient money takes time to build something bigger than yourself, to build something you can rely on. I built a business. I show up every single day. People don't even really truly know how insane it could be. But, my journey is mine. I don't give everyone all my secrets. I give most of them away, but not all of them. Lifetime lifer. Thank you. Am I still not live? Yeah. So anyway, and I don't see I wouldn't run into altcoins. If you feel like, DCing into PEPE or something and you think there's a movement back up to the upside, there's a chance, right? Let's take a look at that fear and greed. I'm telling you, at 10 and 11, it was screaming. And Bitcoin was at 80,000. So Bitcoin's already up. 1/8 of its value. Bitcoin already went up from 80K to 88K. Like, it already went up 10%. I don't know what to tell people. Like, you know, they didn't want to buy here, but now they don't want to buy here either. I don't know what to tell you. I can't force you to do stuff. I can't force you. What I can do, though, is I can do it in front of you to make you feel that feeling of like, maybe I should, right? But you do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a financial advisor. So right now, look, in front of you, I will buy BTC. Okay? I'll buy 10K of Bitcoin right now. $10,000. Yes. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Yes. You see? Because I'm a real man, all right? And I'm a real person. And I don't play games. And I like Bitcoin. And I don't act like I like Bitcoin to sell an idea to other people. I don't buy Bitcoin and then sell it in the dark. I own Bitcoin. And I buy Bitcoin. I'm buying 0.11 Bitcoin right now. Most people will never own that much Bitcoin in their life. Okay? I know that. I know that. All right? Most people will never own that amount of Bitcoin in their life that I'm buying right now live in front of everyone. I'm buying 10K worth of Bitcoin. If that doesn't tell you that I'm not probably like believing that we're bottoming out here, I'm not buying gold, I'm not rushing into silver, I'm buying BTC. Look, it just went through order history. I bought $10,000 worth of Bitcoin in front of you at about 90,000. Could it go to 50K and I'll be down 5,000? Oh my gosh. $5,000. Oh my gosh, that's going to end me. I'm going to be devastated if I'm down unrealized $5,000. Too many people are emotional of unrealized gains, man. They're not real till you sell or you get, you know, I listen to Tom Lee, I listen to some of the richest people in the world. They said that most of the positions they made most of the money on, they were down 70% on. I don't want to be that guy. I think there's a better way to trade than that. But you know what I'm saying is it doesn't mean you're up always. Even the richest people are not up always. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. Look, you got this little thing cooking here on the 15. Doesn't look amazing, though. I would just stick to the 4 hour, stick to DCAing. You know, I wouldn't go crazy. A lot of people are going to get wrecked on altcoins. They're going to get in right at the first few pumps, and then when they dump back down, they're going to get rocked. Just be careful, please. Please be careful. I can't force you. I'm not a financial advisor, but man. And I won't go over your portfolio. I'm not going to do that. I'm not that guy. I'm not going to tell you what to buy and sell. You got to figure that out for yourself, but I'm going to show you mine. I skipped the last 2 Thursdays because I took vacation, man. Technically, I've been live streaming, but I try to take some vacation for myself. And I took time off the Discord. I took time off of being there every single day, staring at the market every 5 seconds. I took time off. I went to bed early. Instead of doing my update every single night, I went to bed early, man. I have the group on my mind every single night for 5 years of my life. And I go to bed every single night with the group on my mind. And for just this last week, a couple nights here and there, I gave you guys my update and I went, with a chart and I went to sleep. I didn't go crazy. I didn't, because that update sits on my mind all night until I get it right. And I want it to be perfect. I put so much effort into that nightly update because it really could be the pathway for us to making tons of money, right? So I never claim to be the best. There may be better traders out there than me. People may be more talented than me. They may be smarter than me. They may have more connections than I do. But they don't work as hard as me, I'll tell you that. So I may trip, I may stumble, but I'm going to get there at the end of the day. When the dust settles and they're going to look who's left, it's going to be the lifers, you, me, and the people that push themselves. We're going to be here, man. So who do you want to be? You want to be a Braveheart survivor? I just bought 10K worth of Bitcoin. Someone else is going to go buy, I don't know, something else, right? I stack BTC, baby. I do what I got to do. I make it happen. Yeah. Exactly. So I love you all. I appreciate you. We'll be back at it as hard as ever. Really, the weekly candle close tomorrow night will be like the first real live. I'll feel like I'm back in action. I never took a day off. I never stopped. We never missed. But I did take some time for my mind. And you know what's funny? People might leave the Discord when you take up. They might think, "Oh, that's the Discord." That's not how the Discord really works. I'm usually busting my butt every single day. And I know for a fact that I will produce some of the greatest value for $99 in the world. You could spend $99 on whatever you want. I guarantee you I will produce more value, the best value for almost anything in the world for that $99. You'll look back and say, man, I spent $99 on many things. Sam was the greatest thing I ever spent $99 on. You know? Yeah. Jimmy's boy. The prices, man, we're a different breed. We're not like everybody else. We don't say no to ourselves. When we see something, we make it happen. Right? When we see something, we make it happen. Look, we buy Lambos, bro. Right? We buy Lambros. Man, look at that thing. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Thing is sick. That's how we ended the year. That's how we ended 2025. That's 2025 statement right there. Bang. I feel like I'm going to get a car every November to basically I should get a horse every November. I saw the baby Lumax. It's nice, and that's proof of work. Amen, baby. Amen. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you more than you would ever know. Stay true. There is some possible scalps here. I gave you as much as I could today. Possible scalp right here, too. Just be careful on the weekend. And I still use Bitonex. This is Bitonex. I still use Bitonex. I just want everyone to know that. It's my scalpelino, but the market just hasn't been but the market comes back strong. We'll be scalping hard on Bitonex. Trust me, I still use Bitonex, man. I love them. So, best user experience in the game, Bitonex. So if you like scalping on small time frames, it's the best. Yeah. The Elite Lifer has been pumping out the charts the last 24 hours, so Lifer can chill for once. Amen. Yeah. Yeah, love it. When Lambo, November 2025. I know, right? When yacht now. I know. And you put pressure on yourself, like, how am I ever going to get to these other places? And you look at other people that have hundreds of millions of dollars, and once you start comparing, you do get depressed. You're like, man, they got so much more than me. They got they got 10 $7 million cars. They got Paganis. They got Koenigseggs. And you just say, oh, well, at least I got, but then you look at yourself and you're like, well, you know how many people don't have one Lambo? It's interesting how the world, when you start getting higher up and you see how many people are higher up than you, but then you see how far you came and how many people were behind you in this game, it's crazy, man. And so I tell myself every time I get too heady with the money and the cars and the lifestyle, I say, man, Dad, I was on a night shift. I had nothing but credit debt. And God delivered me. I said, forget about the material. Remember that God delivered you. Submit to God. Get back to basics, Sam. Don't compare. I take a deep breath and I realize you have your legs. That you walked to the bathroom this morning. That's a blessing. First thing I said, I walked to the bathroom. Thank you, dear Lord, for my legs that I may walk to the bathroom. Gratitude. And I smile because that's how I start my gratitude. Because I know there's someone out there that they lost their legs in a car accident, but they're still alive, right? There's a bunch of people out there that had something happen to them. They can't walk to the bathroom. They wake up having to pee. They got to shift themselves onto a chair, bring the chair to their handicapped toilet, shift themselves off the toilet. Maybe they have an aide helping them. Who knows? So remember, when you wake up in the morning and walk to the bathroom, you are blessed. You are blessed that first moment you touch the ground. And if you don't realize that, you're missing the point. All right? And so all this other stuff is just nonsense, man. Okay? And if your kids are healthy, if you have a family like I do and your kids are healthy, man, you nailed it. So look, this should pump here. This is a nice little flag. This is a 5-minute flag that should give us some gains. Again, it's sketchy, but that's my model right there. It's looking really nice. I don't see how we don't pump up to 90,004 here. I still see us in a bigger flag, and it could give us consolidation all the way until Tuesday. But that's probably the possible next. That's the next temporaneous move, right? Thank God for every breath, and thank Him for BTC. Amen, man. Just remember, we are better looking than them. I love you, man. Anyone trading USD1? No. Just applying yourself and bettering yourself every day puts you ahead of 90% of people. It's a Saturday morning and we're all watching a crypto stream. Great job, lifers. Amen. I like that. Amen. Yeah. I don't use leverage, hence I have money. I love that. Your attitude says otherwise. You're funny. You got to keep gratitude at the front of your mind or pride. Envy and bitterness will start to worm its way into your head. Amen. Worm its way. Oh, yeah. Sam, what lever do you use for longer term trades? Somewhere between 10 and 20, depending. You know? Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. My frequency's so high, we don't see people that do that. Yeah, so it just doesn't exist. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Possible move here for Bitcoin on a scalp. Entry here with a stop loss like below 89,850 could produce some gains. All right, so I give you scalps on the smaller time frames. I give you the big trend. I call bottoms. I call tops. It's likely that we have bottom, folks. All right. The odds are getting higher and higher now based off of my years of doing this. All right. So we'll see what happens. Anything is possible. I don't know what could happen. All right. This is a trade right here with a liquidation at 79,000. You see? Right there. So I'm willing to take this shot. I'm in the trade right now. You can see it. It's down $50. It's a $100,000 trade. It's $12,000 in at 8x leverage. Okay. So there you have it. I mean, if that produces a gain right back to the upside and my liquidation below the wick. So there you have it. You do you, though. I'm not forcing people to do anything. You do whatever makes you happy. I just like being transparent. I don't even like showing all my, I like showing trades. If that trade goes up 40, 50K, I don't even like brag. Oh, look, I don't want to put my money in people's face, man. I just want to put my skills. I want to show you that we could all do this if we push ourselves every single day. We're not going to win every time. We need proper risk management. That's starting to play out pretty nicely. I'm sketched out by the low volume on a Saturday, though. So, Sam, I was paralyzed for 2 weeks from a car accident, broken neck. It took me a year to walk without a walker. That accident made me so grateful for life. Now walking, I walk 5 miles when I wake up. That's crazy. You get to walk. So you got walking taken away from you, and you got it back. Man, you were so blessed, bro. You were so blessed, man. I would start a motivational channel about life or something. Yeah. Well, I love you all. Stay blessed. Stay amazing. Be careful trading today. It might be better just to leave it alone. Unless a bigger trade, But you do whatever makes you happy. I love you all. I thank each and every one of you. And I can't wait to see you all tonight, later on at 8, 9 p.m. tonight for Bitcoin and just kind of our Saturday night show. So stay amazing. Stay blessed, everybody. This is your Bitcoin update for the day. And I hope I gave you enough information to keep you poised and ready. If you're in an altcoin trade, it's going to go as much as Bitcoin goes. Like if Bitcoin starts to rip out this 5-minute flag, then your altcoins are going to do damage. Your Zcash, stuff like that is going to rip. So pay attention. Let's take a look at Zcash. I think I got a super chat for Zcash. Yeah, I did. And you can see Bitcoin coiling up right now, looking nice and tight. I'd be danged if I miss out on a pump like that. Yeah, Zcash is coiling up on the 5, just like Bitcoin. Like I told you, if Bitcoin pumps, Zcash is going to do damage. It'll rip, and then it's in a bigger flag too, right? And we've been bullish on Zcash since about 450 right there. And now it's getting tighter and tighter. Looks like Zcash could be the play. If the whole market starts to come back, we're going to get ourselves a massive ripping to the upside. And everyone's going to be short. Not enough people are going to be on the right side of the trade. I like that with a stop below like 414. And again, like a lot of my stuff, like you don't have to overthink it because it is what it is. Like either that's the percentage of the move or it's not. So like, but the 21 touching above the 200 on the daily with tight price action. RSI's at a pretty good spot. Zcash looks interesting to me. And we know it gets the volume. We know when it starts to move, people are going to flock into it. Like it's like a stock. Everyone's going to know about it. It's not going to be a one and done type of thing. So, hey, you've got substantial volume. You've got a real project. And you've got a use case. So people will buy it because just to hold it. People will buy it to speculate. And people will buy it to swing trade it. That's going to give you good volume. So all those reasons are interesting to me why Zcash could pump. All right. So let's take a look here. And just I want to end with a testimonial. Crypto Live for each new year is a great time to reflect. After spending all of 2025 with the group, this time feels different. I feel compelled to share my experience. First and foremost, this is more than a trading group. Sam is more than a trader. This is a mentorship and a masterclass in success. There's something to gain from being here 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Universities charge $2,000 for courses that last 3 to 4 months, with classes twice a week for an hour. Stop playing games and start investing in yourself. The truth is this: if you come here every day with an open mind and the willingness to put in the work, this group will transform you. If you desire to reach your full potential, this is the gateway. I'm so thankful for the opportunity to be here. For all that I've learned, the better man I've become, the trajectory my life is on, to provide for my family in ways that aren't possible with a 9-to-5. The best part is, the best is yet to come. I look forward to being a part of, more of a contributor to the lifer community this year. I am a lifer for life, man. Thank you so much, man. God bless you. And I meet people come into the group every single day like that. Every single day, man. We change somebody's life. Every single day we push someone. Every single day we motivate somebody. Every single day we make it happen. Every single day. 5 years straight, man. This April will be 5 years we started the streak of live streaming and never broke. 5 years straight. 2026. We started the channel in 2019, man. Wow. God is great. If that's not, God has helped me through so much hell and high water, man. Dear Lord, thank you for everything you've helped me get through in this life. Shout out to the 500 beautiful souls here. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. Let's get the energy up. Let's go, baby. Let's go. It's the 3rd, man. We've already been through 3 days. You know what's crazy? The other day I said it. I say it again today. You have 10-day periods in the year. You only have 36 of them. You're about to finish. You're already a third through your first 10-day period. You only have 35 left. Soon there'll be 30 left, then 20 left, then 15, then 10, and then the year will end very fast, man. It'll be 2027 very fast. I now plan so hard now what I'm doing, I got to start planning. I started planning in 2020, we started planning at the beginning of 2025, how 2026 was going to go. You see what I'm saying? Once you become an established company, you got employees that care, you got people that are really into your mission, man, you have someone looking into the future while you're taking care of the present. I'm telling you, man, we're setting my company up for success for a 20-year, 50-year run, baby, at least, till I decide to do something different with it. But man, I'm excited. So God bless everybody. Keep pushing. Believe in yourselves. And remember, the fear is there. Look, I just bought 10K of Bitcoin. It's now at 90,184. I'm up more. I bought 90,060 bucks. You see, I'm up now on that buy. I bought the bottom many, many times, and I've been buying Bitcoin in this fear. You do whatever makes you happy. I cannot force you to make the right decision, but I can do it in front of you. Okay? A lot of altcoins looking interesting. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the group. Stay amazing. We're going to start back up hard with the video update every single morning and every single night, and we're not going to stop. And again, I took a little break from my mind, but we're going to come so strong in 2026. You know me. I'm the silverback gorilla of crypto, man. I'm not going to stop. So I love you all. I appreciate you, and I'll see you tonight. Stay blessed. Stay amazing. Over and out. Wait. I love y'all. Be safe.